Alrighty, here we go. So this is yet another night where I'm going to be playing some Commander games, and I hope you guys enjoy these because I plan on doing more of them. Maybe it's not a once a week thing, maybe it's just a once a month thing, but so far I'm having some fun with it. Anyway, tonight I am going to get the game set up here over on, Spell Table first, and then I'm going to let you guys know what game it is. So if you're over on Spell Table, you're looking for a game to join, I will let you know what it's going to be titled in the lobby. So let me just give me a minute to create the actual match itself. Okay. So the name of it is going to be called Friday Night EDH. Casual. I guess power level 3 to 7, 3 to 6 maybe. And then I have my own preferences, so I'm just going to say HD camera is preferable. So I will make this public. Let's see. Will the game be streamed? Yes, it will be streamed, just as it was the previous time. So I will create that, and then I will join it. So let me get that all set up. And then I will switch it on over here. Let's see. Awesome. It's going to take some time to get used to this, just the setup here with Streamlabs. Let me move this over just a hair, if I can. Here we go. That's nice. I don't know. This is, it's going to be difficult, but hopefully we can get it all figured out. Maybe center it. Alright. I think that's good for now. So I'll just wait. I didn't have to wait too long last time, so hopefully it's the same kind of deal. Let me get my camera all fixed up here. It's a little crooked. Nice. Let me scooch it on over a little bit. The camera part's always the biggest challenge. I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna work. Hopefully that stays. I don't want my mouse to take up any real estate, you know what I mean? I always hate that when that happens. Alright, everything should be good. I hope I didn't mess it up. I hope I did not mess it up. The name in the lobby again, it's Friday Night EDH. It says power level 3 to 7. And the last part says it should be webcam, HD webcams only. So if any of you want to play some Commander, go check it out on Spell Table. That's the thing that we're using here. But anyway, I do have a deck I'm planning on playing because it's, I've only had a couple opportunities to play it, and I think it's honestly one of my new favorite commanders. The last time I did play with Prosper Tomebound, and I thought Prosper was fun. But I think this commander's even more fun, and that is Sephrus of the Hidden Ways. Let me get this all set up here. I have to actually type in the commander's name. Alright, so Sephrus. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I love that feature. So you can see it up close right there. while we're waiting for some people to join. So whenever one or more creature cards are put into your graveyard from anywhere venture into the dungeon, this ability triggers only once each turn. And there's the Create Undead trigger. Whenever you complete a dungeon, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. What's really cool about this commander is that everyone's all caught up on the first part only triggering once. The second part triggers however many times you complete a dungeon. Cool thing is, there are a ton of cards that'll allow you to complete dungeons regardless of the first trigger here. So you can constantly bring back creatures pretty quickly if you know what you're doing. It's not the easiest deck to play the first time around, which is why I remember newer players playing with these precons, and they didn't have any idea how to play with Sephirus. And I think that's just a sign that the dungeon mechanic is just so weird in general. Like, most people probably didn't understand how to work with it. So, just in case if there were people who didn't understand what Sephirus did in the dungeon mechanic, hopefully now you know. So how's it going, Grix? Got first person in here.
Yeah, it's going.
Awesome.
It's
yeah,
right.
It doesn't matter the orientation. I can just flip it here. So, there we go. I don't know, does it flip it when I flipped your screen? Does it flip it on your end too?
No, it doesn't. You got to flip mine too.
Yeah, I flipped it. I flipped it on my end.
Yeah, you got to do it for everyone.
Awesome. Oh, cool. You got a One Punch Man playmat.
Oh yeah, 100%. You got Boros right here.
Yeah, I've been on a bit of an anime kick recently. Been watching My Hero Academia. Been watching Tokyo Ghoul. Been watching a lot of cool stuff.
Honestly, a big one coming up is Shield Hero. Shield Hero second season's coming up. First season was amazing. It definitely rocked. Had everything: comedy, humor, suspense. Second season, no letdown.
Awesome. Yeah, I'll have to look into that. I've been watching some other cool stuff too. I watched Hellsing. Watched a lot of stuff for the first time. I'm just getting into anime. So
as far as Hellsing goes, did you watch Hellsing Ultimate or Hellsing?
The Ultimate, yeah, the OVAs.
Yeah, Ultimate's definitely the only way to go right now.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
How's it going, Gaderp? Is that your name?
Hey, how's it going? Yeah,
Awesome.
get there.
Oh, cool. You're playing with Wilhelt the Rock Cleaver. We had that last week.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yeah, I've done a tiny bit of upgrading to it. I just cracked it and put a few other things in it, but
Nice. Yeah, this is live stream, so I'm going to be paying attention to the chat some of the time. Ooh. Oh, looks like we got a fourth. Awesome.
3 to 7 is a wide range. Anything more specific, or should I just bring what I want?
I mean, I don't really have a problem with the kind of power level. It's just more don't go overboard with the CEDH stuff. That's kind of what that was for.
I will not go overboard with the CEDH stuff. Here we go. Goes up here. There we go.
Oh, I see what's gonna happen here. You got Lathril. It's pretty.
Would you like me to
pretty
you want me to
powerful
switch
one?
decks? Should I switch decks?
No, that's good. That's good. I just, you know,
Sure.
elf tribal's pretty powerful, but it's not what I would consider CEDH, so you're fine.
Yeah,
You
this
got Nekasar the Mind Razor over here. So at the beginning of each player's draw step, that player draws an additional card. Whenever an opponent draws a card, deals 1 damage to that player. It's a good classic one. They have Wilhelt. Shouldn't
He's the
have to
new
explain Wilhelt too much since I just played it last week. By the way, if you guys aren't aware yet, Snail on Speed, this is being streamed to my YouTube channel, so I do have people in a chat who are going to be watching and commenting. So if there's anything going on, I'm probably going to be bringing it up. You know, someone's, you know, commenting, oh, you misplayed that, or you played that wrong, or just a rules opinion. That's kind of what I did last week.
sounds good.
Awesome.
So, by the way, Snail, are you running like Moldaya or Titania
No, neither of those.
Eldamri?
No. The strongest single elves I'm running are Azuri Renegade Leader and Yiva Nature's Herald.
Okay.
And I guess Lathril. And I got Abomination of Llanowar, but he was in the pre-con, so.
Yeah, that's definitely pre-con status, but he's still awesome.
Yeah. But I think those are the 2 strongest elves that I've added.
Okay. I mean, it's just cool because I run the same deck, so that's pretty fun.
I do love this deck. I'm going to keep this. I'll sit.
Okay. I think I'm finished shuffling too.
By the way, Derp.
Yo, yo.
Nice setup. I like how everything matches. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I went with the black. You know, I have another or a few different mats, but you know, it seems to come through nice on the camera.
I mean, everything is great to me, but it seems pretty cool.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan. And to randomize for who goes first, I'm just gonna, I guess, randomize it, shuffle it around the order, and whoever ends up in the top left of the screen, they go first.
That's it.
Okay. All right. Let's see now. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. I guess this will do. So, if everyone's ready, I'll shuffle it up.
Yeah, go for it.
Gotta do it 3 times here, so I'm gonna do it 1, 2, 3.
I'll take it.
All right. That's the order.
Everyone good?
Yeah, I think we should be good.
I'll start then. Untap, upkeep, draw, play a Foul Orchard, and pass.
Draw. Place choked estuary. Swamp. And pass.
Okay. Draw for turn. I will play a Sea of Clouds, and then I'll pass.
All right. I'll play a land, Slow Ring, Arcane Signet, and a stone. Nah, sorry, I'm joking.
Insane opening hand.
I will play an Urborg, and after that, I'll let it go. I'm gonna pass.
Alright. Untap, upkeep, draw. I will. No one drops, so I'll play Golgari Rot Farm, bouncing Foul Orchard to my hand, and then I will pass.
Draw. Place swamp. I'll pass.
Okay. Draw. I will play an Exotic Orchard. For 2 mana, I will play a Dimmer Signet, and then I'll pass.
Alright. Raw. I'll go ahead and play an island. We're going to go ahead and drop a Mind Crank and pass.
Alright. Untap, upkeep, draw. I am going to tap Golgari Rock Farm. Float. One man doesn't really matter. Get the other one to play Altar of the Brood. And then I'm going to play a Foul Orchard because another permanent entered the battlefield under my control. Everyone else mills 1.
Alright. Oh, son of a...
And then I will pass.
Of course, Soul Ring would be there.
Place a swamp. We'll tap 3 and play Dire Gaff Captain. And I will pass.
Okay. Draw for turn.
Oh,
Play a swamp.
where'd the camera go?
Oh,
Where is it? Oh, shit. Hang on, let me
went
make
black
sure.
there.
Shit, I think my phone died.
Oop, I can see it.
I just plugged it back in. Give it a second to charge back up, but sorry about that. If you want to carry on, we can, but I understand if you want to wait.
Do you have it like hooked up to a charger or something?
Yeah, I have it hooked up to a charger right now. I just plugged it back in.
I mean, we can
I'll
wait.
walk this. Okay. So, Wood Mage, how long you been playing Magic?
Quite a bit. I'd say like since around Return to Ravnica.
Okay. Do you have a favorite color that you got going on?
I'm mostly like mono black, something like that.
I mean, I'm just trying to be courteous since you got followers and people watching you right now.
That's fine. It's all good. Just having fun. We're just relaxing. Friday Night Magic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Void Mage. My Altar of the Brood kind of helps you out, doesn't it?
It does. Actually, really does.
So if you think about it, we should be friends and you don't kill me. Thoughts?
Yeah, I'm not gonna attack you. I think that's a great idea. I won't attack you.
So the Altar.
I didn't say don't attack me. I said don't kill me. There's just distinct difference there.
I won't kill you with by hitting you.
All
The
right.
thing is, you say that, but I have Mind Crank on the field. So whenever he hits you or Derp, however much damage you will take, you will have to mill that many cards.
I'm okay with that.
No, we're all milling today then.
I like graveyards. I think this is literally the first time I've played this though, but
I
quite sure zombies like graveyards.
All right, there it is.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna play my turn then.
Oh, hold up. I gotta do my turn. I haven't done it yet.
No,
Well, he goes
I
before
just
you.
started my turn though. I untapped and I was waiting for you because you had your camera problems.
Yeah, we all said that you're gonna wait. I don't want to cheat you all out of anything.
Do you have a response, or
For what?
I was gonna
in
do my
general?
turn.
Because Void Mage goes before you, so
Well, hang on. There we go. Fortunately, we are back in business.
All right, got that figured out. I will, for 3 mana, I'll play Dungeon Map. So it's a mana rock that allows me to also venture into the dungeon. If I can pull this up, let's see. It's very hit or miss when you're trying to locate the card images using the AI here. So it has an activated ability of 3 mana and tap. I can venture into the dungeon, or I can tap it for 1 colorless. And then I'm gonna, for 2 mana, play Arcane Signet, and I'll be done after that.
Okay. I mean, I would have loved that Soul Ring. That kind of sucked, but let's see what we got. Okay. So. We're going to go ahead and play a Makokoro. And from there, I'm going to go ahead and pass.
alright. Untap, upkeep, draw. Play a Swamp for turn, everyone mills 1, and then tap 4 for Lateral Blade of the Elves, everyone mills 1 more. And then I will pass.
Christ.
2 lands.
You've managed to get Dream Holes and Soul Ring with that crap.
How much do I know?
2.
So we mill 2?
Yes.
Dread Horde
I'll
Invasion.
drop the Juka. So far, you're not my friend, my man.
I find when Altar of the Brood hits the board, I am nobody's friend.
No, I get that, but like, really, these two, like, that's not cool.
Let's see.
Those were good mills.
I'm going to play Gleaming Overseer. Actually, I don't even understand a mass, really. What is that?
You just get a token. It's a zombie token with a mass. So each time you amass, you get a 1+1/+1 counter on it, or equal to the amass. So if it's amass 2, you get 2 +1/+1 counters on it. And every time you amass, it's just that same token that gets more counters.
Yeah.
Essentially, you're building a zombie army in 1 card.
Okay. Alright, so anybody open? We got a couple open people, might as well come at you. You have some defenders, it looks like, so roll a die for Void Grix. Grix. You don't have any defenders, right?
Nope, not yet.
Alright, I'll come at you. 4-2.
Man.
No. 4-2. It's not a 4-2. He's coming at you 4-2.
Oh.
No, pass.
Okay. Let's see. Draw for turn. Okay. Not really much there. Okay. So tap for blue, black, and then white. I will play my commander. So Sephiroth says, whenever one or more creature cards are put into my graveyard from anywhere, venture into the dungeon. This ability triggers only once each turn. And the second ability is whenever I complete a dungeon, I get to return a target creature card from my graveyard to the battlefield. And then I will play, for 3 mana, Esrarak the Archlich, I don't know how to pronounce that. But he says, whenever he enters the battlefield, if I haven't completed Tomb of Annihilation, return it to my hand, and I venture into the dungeon. So, I will venture into the first dungeon, if that's alright. Bounce him back to my hand. I will enter the Lost Mine of Phandelver. So the first one here says to scry 1. So I will scry 1 for the first dungeon room. And I'll be done after that.
Do you run the Acerak Rooftop Storm combo in there?
No, I do not.
Okay.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead
You have more self-control than
and play
I.
Swamp. Now, from that, we're going to go ahead and mix things up because no one's been very friendly so far. We're going to play a Teferi's Puzzle Box.
Ooh.
I'll go ahead and pass.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 6 going to the bottom. And then draw 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I still draw my card, right?
Yes.
All right. 7. So, I am going to play a swamp for turn. No. I'm going to play a forest for turn. I don't know why I play that swamp. Everybody mills 1.
I will trigger Sephiroth and venture into the dungeon.
Alright.
Get myself a treasure token.
Then I am going to tap 3, play down a Spring Bloom Druid. Everybody mills 1. I'm going to sacrifice the forest, hunt for a forest and a swamp, put them both onto the battlefield tapped, and then everyone will mill 2 more.
Ooh.
And then I shuffle. That leaves me with 2 mana. With that, I'm going to tap 2 and play down Prowess of the Fair. Everybody mills 1 more. That reads, whenever another non-token elf is put into my graveyard from the battlefield, create a 1/1 green elf warrior creature token. And then I'm going to swing with Lathril at... I'll make it even. I'll swing at Void Mage. She's a 2/3 menace.
Alright, I'll take 2.
Alright. I get 2 1/1 elf warrior creature tokens, and then everybody mills 2 more. And then I am going to pass. Stack those better.
Oh crap, should have kept this. Draw 5. Land for turn.
You definitely inspired me to put Altar of the Brood in my Lathril deck.
Oh
100%.
god, I love this card in this deck. I call this my toolbox deck because depending on my opening hand, it can be so many things. It can do mill, it can do go wide, it can be Voltron.
Voltron. Would you have a lot of equipment in there too?
I've got things that buff Lathril for however many elves I have.
Oh yeah, Skimfar doesn't. Yeah, okay.
I've got the Crown of whatever. There's a crown that does it, and then I've got Timberwatch Elves in here.
Yeah, it's Crown of Skimfar.
Yeah, Crown of Skemfar, and I got Timberwatch Elves, and then I got a Rogue's Passage just to seal the deal.
Yeah, I'll definitely be picking up an Ult for the Broods. That's a great combo for that deck.
It is.
I'll pass.
As soon as I realized it didn't say non-token permanent, I realized how much fun that could be.
Alright, so I have the Teferi's puzzle box at the beginning of my draw step. So do I draw and then do it, or is it after?
You do it first and then you draw.
Okay. Alright. So is it, I put it on the bottom in any order? Just a
Yes.
random order. Let me read that one more time.
It doesn't specify.
I mean, it doesn't really matter how you put them on the bottom. Just put them on the bottom.
I'll just do it randomly to be safe. And I'll draw 5. And then I get my normal draw. Okay. Alright. Wait, that's not. There we go. Island. Okay. I'm going to start things off by playing for 2 mana. Triumphant Adventurer has Death Touch, and as long as it's my turn, has First Strike. And whenever it attacks, I venture into the dungeon.
Sick.
And then I will.
Oh, by the way, who took damage last turn?
I didn't take. Well, I think I took.
Nobody.
Yeah, I took 2 off of Lathril.
Did you mill for the 2?
I did not.
Okay.
You want me to mill now, or
Yeah,
it
go
too
ahead
late?
and mill the 2.
So do you need me to or not?
You know what? I'll just wait till next turn. It's fine.
Okay.
That's cool.
I mean, there's a lot of triggers going on here. It's hard to keep track of everything.
Yeah, it's just whenever an opponent takes damage, they mill. I forgot to bring that up.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of that in this game. Let's see. What else am I gonna do? I will, for 3 mana, play Burnished Heart, and then I will end my turn.
Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead. 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna go ahead and I'll go ahead and play Clearwater Pathway. And we're gonna go ahead and play Waste Not.
Ooh.
We'll tap 2. And go ahead and play. Yeah, we'll go ahead and play Demonic Tutor.
Ooh.
We're gonna look for. What is it? As far as I know, we're gonna look for Cataract Parasite and we're gonna play it.
That's a brutal card.
Yeah. That's alright. We gotta have something that I can play for 1 mana.
It's starting to push that 7 on the 3 to 7 for sure.
I think that's my only decent 1 cast in this deck. Yeah. I'll go for Cataract Parasite. We'll play that. And then we'll pass.
All right. Untap, upkeep, draw 4. So I draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So. I am going to play a land for turn. And
Everybody
then
mill?
tap one. Yep, everyone mill one. 1, 2, 3.
I hit a
4,
creature. I'm going to venture
6,
into the dungeon.
Alright.
So each opponent lose a life, and I'll gain a life.
Everyone who lost a life, mill a card.
Door of Destinies. That hurts.
Well, it's a bad time I got hit for something.
I'm going.
That original Soul Ring and the Dream Halls, that's a killer.
Yeah. I'm gonna then tap 6 to play Wolverine Riders.
Mill again.
Mill again.
So, Grix, aren't you getting a bunch of triggers from this?
What's up?
Aren't you getting triggers from this from Waste Island?
No, I'm not getting triggers because
This
it's
is
not
mill,
discard.
not discard.
Uh,
And then I am going to swing
shit.
with Lathril, Blade of the Elves. Grix, you only have one blocker up.
Yep.
I'm going to swing at you with my 2/3 menace then.
I'll go ahead and mill 2.
Alright. So I get 2. Yeah, that's you taking damage, right?
Yeah, it's me taking
Alright.
damage.
I get 2 more elves, and everyone mills 2. And because Wolverine Riders, 2 elves enter the battlefield under my control, I gain life equal to their toughness. I gain 2 life. And
We all mill
then...
2.
No, not, you already
Right.
milled 2 from the
You
elf warriors.
said
That's
2
just...
more come into the play.
No, yeah, that was
Wolverine.
from Lathril. That was from the
Okay.
Lathril.
Okay.
And then I am going to pass. Gad, before you draw on your upkeep, I make another elf warrior off of Wolverine Riders, because at the beginning of each upkeep, create a 1/1 elf, and then you mill 1,
And I'll just-
and I gain a life. Everyone mills 1, because I made an elf. And go ahead.
draw 4. How many creatures do you have, Snail?
5, 6, 7, 8.
So I'll place an island. Then I'll tap 4 and place Liliana, Death's Majesty.
Ooh.
Let's see. Give her a negative. Or let's give her +1. So I'll create 2 more of these.
Okay.
Or I guess I'll create 3 2/2s. Or 2 2/2s.
Because that's your army.
And I'll tap 2 and place Blade Stitch Scab. So other zombies I get will get +1, +0. And then I will see. Great. Grix, what do you have for defenders?
I'm only going to 1/1.
All right. So I'll come at you with 2 2/2s, a 1/1 with, I guess, a 2 2/2s with Hexproof and Menace, 1/1 with Hexproof and Menace. Sorry, those also have counters, so those are 2 3/3s. There we go. 2 3/3s with hexproof and menace, and a 1/1 with hexproof and menace. And actually, because Blade Stitch, those will be 2 4/4s. And
they entered the battlefield this turn, though, so they can't attack.
and you're
You
correct.
just made them with Liliana.
Yeah.
So I don't take any of that.
Yeah, well, I'm still coming at you with that 1/1 with menace and 2/2.
And it's a...
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's a lot more than a
Correct.
1/1 though.
Yeah, that's 3/2, and that's 2 3/2s coming at him.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. 2 3/2s. Then I pass.
That was a lot of dancing around right there.
Yeah, 2 3/2s, and yeah.
Where'd you get
another-
where'd you get the second 3/2? One of them is your zombie army, and one of them is your zombie lord. I forget what it's called. Your diagraph captain. Those are the 2 3/2s I'm talking about.
Yep. So 2 3/2s coming at him.
Why did you take off the counter? It's the amass counter. So each time you amass, you keep adding counters.
Yeah.
Yeah, just leave it on there. So it's a 3/2 now. Just take off the 3/2 because that's going to be confusing as hell because you have 2 zombie lords that are just going to continuously increase the power whenever you amass again. So
Yeah. So
I
keep
don't
track of what the lords give you separately. That should just be for like +1/+1 counters.
All right, well, at the end of your turn, I'm going to activate Burnished Heart.
All right.
Sacrifice it to go search up some lands. I will trigger Sephiroth first, which will let me draw a card, and then I will complete a dungeon. So that is off to the side for now. I will bring back Radiant Solar. So whenever Radiant Solar or another creature enters the battlefield under my control, I venture into the dungeon. I'm going right back in there, and I will scry 1.
I'll be right back.
Because it doesn't really matter, because I'm going to go get my lands. Alright. No. Swamp, and... let's see. There's the plains. Okay, now let's see what I can do with this deck.
Right.
Gotta get a
I've
new
got a
hand
trigger.
first.
I've got a trigger before you draw, so don't do that.
Okay.
You're gonna mill 1 before you draw, because upkeep I get another elf warrior and gain another life.
All right.
So everyone mills 1, and then you draw.
So I'm gonna mill, and then I got 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So draw 2, 3, 4, and then draw for turn. Okay. All right. Not horrible.
And you all use Teferi again? The puzzle box?
Oh, puzzle box? Yeah, I did.
you all
I did
puzzle-
puzzle box. Yeah, I did Teferi's puzzle box.
Okay.
Hey, your camera's kind of off angle, so we can't see the right side of your board.
Sorry.
There we go.
There we go.
You're good.
All right. I will for 3 mana play the card Hama Pashar, Ruin Seeker. So room abilities of dungeons I own trigger an additional time. That's going to get me a trigger off of Radiant Solar. So I'm going to trigger the second room here, Mine Tunnels, and get myself 2 treasure tokens. And I should probably bring up Radiant Solar if I didn't already. Just for the stream so they understand what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. And then Hama Pashar is just a dungeon room doubler. And it doesn't want to come up. Oh well. I will then play. Well, actually, I'm going to go to combat. I will swing. How big are your creatures, Snail, on speed?
I've got a 4/4, a 1/1, and 6 1/1s.
Okay. I will attack you with Triumphant Adventurer, which on my turn has First Strike and Death Touch.
Yes.
And then I will swing at you with Radiant Solar came in at the end step. So
Yeah.
I will attack you
Alright.
with a 3/6 lifelink as well. So it'll
So
be 4 total.
I'm going to double block your first strike with Spring Bloom Druid and Elf Token, and I'll take the 3 in the air.
Okay.
I
So
first
go ahead.
venture into the dungeon off of the attack trigger. I forgot about that. So I will have, each opponent loses 2 life and I'll gain 2 life.
Alright, so I'm going to take 2 more.
Everyone who took damage mills 2, and then Snail, you mill 5 total.
Yes. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a Path of Ancestry, a Forest, a Leyslana Huntmaster, a Haunting Voyage, and a Crown of Skemfar.
Okay, so what are the 2 creatures you're double blocking again?
I am double blocking your
With
Knight
what 2
with-
creatures?
Spring Bloom Druid and an Elf Warrior. Both 1/1s.
Alright, I'll kill the Elf Warrior.
Alright.
Trigger, this goes into my graveyard. So I will venture into the dungeon again. I will complete the dungeon, but this last room lets me draw 2 cards because of Hama Pashar. And then trigger off a Sephiroth since I completed a dungeon. I'm going to bring back Sun Titan, which gives me another trigger. I will venture into the dungeon off of Radiant Solar. I'm going to choose Lost Mine again. I'm going to scry 2 because of Hama Pashar. Well, I guess I'll scry 1 twice, so I'll put that on the bottom. I'll leave that on top, doesn't matter. And then Sun Titan trigger will bring back a card from my graveyard. It's going to bring back Triumphant Adventurer, which will let me venture into the dungeon again. I will create 2 treasure tokens again. Okay. I'm going to then, for 2 mana, play Reassembling Skeleton. I will venture into the dungeon. Each opponent lose 2 life and I'll gain 2 life.
Go ahead and mill to the 2.
Yiva, Nature's Herald, and Idol of Oblivion.
Right.
Okay. And then, for 5 mana, sacking 2 treasures, I will play Doom Whisper. Completing the dungeon again, I'll draw 2 cards off of Hama Pashar.
Yo, where the Nekus are when you need them.
Oh, he's coming up.
Trigger off of Sephiroth.
I don't want to be the target currently.
I don't think there's any danger of that.
Oh, there is.
Um,
We also need red mana. So. So we'll see where that comes from.
I'm gonna get back Angel of the Ruins. Radiant Solar trigger. I'm gonna venture into the dungeon again. It's gonna be the same exact one. So I'll scry one twice. I'll put that on the bottom. Scry one again. Put that on the bottom. And I have an ability here. When it enters, I exile up to 2 target artifacts and or enchantments. So I'm going to hit, let's see. I don't mind Mind Crank. Mind Crank's not too bad. I'm going to get rid of Waste Not and Altar of the Brood.
Exile, you said?
Yeah.
Alright.
You liked Fairy, huh?
Yeah, I like that card.
Yeah.
That card's fun.
Not when he gets Nekazar out.
And I believe I have not played my land yet. So I will play at Plains. And then I will pass the turn.
Grix have a trigger before you draw. I guess it doesn't really matter because you're not milling anymore, so you can draw. Get an elf, get a life.
Well, that's upsetting. I would like red mana anytime soon. That'd be wonderful. I mean, well, it's not like I can play it right now, but I'll go ahead and bounce a Makoka out of my hand and play a Rakdos Carnarium. I'm gonna pass.
Alright. On my upkeep, I get an elf, get a life. Should have untapped, untap, upkeep, draw. Oh, shit. 3. One, 2, 3, draw for turn. So I am going to play a land for turn.
Did you Teferi?
Yes, I did. Just double check. Yeah. I am going to tap 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That makes more sense. And cast Return Upon the Tide. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. If it's an elf, create 2 1/1 elf green warrior creature tokens. I am returning Yiva Nature's Herald. I get 2 more warrior tokens, so I'm up to 9.
So we all mill 3.
No, Altar of the Brood is gone. That is not
okay.
a thing anymore.
My bad. I'm used to it now.
You miss it already. I am going to then pass. Gad, on your upkeep, I get an elf and I gain a life, and I should have gained 4 life off of Yiva and 2 off of the elf warrior, so I'm going to do that now.
Draw 2.
Up to 45.
All right, so let's see. What do I have? All right, so I'll tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Play Liliana Deathmage. I'll give her a plus. really going to do me any good right now. So what's giving you the elf every turn?
Wolverine Riders.
All right, so I'll +1 Death Mage and take that out.
+1 or
sorry,
-3?
yeah, -3 it.
Right.
Her.
When it dies, a non-token elf is put into my graveyard from the battlefield, so I get an elf token. Thanks to Prowess of the Fair.
And then I'm gonna +1 Death's Majesty. Then I'm going to create another zombie token. Then I'm going to pass.
All right, at your end step, I'm going to pay 2 life and surveil 2 off of Doom Whisper. Alright, I will have Hostage Taker go to the graveyard. We'll venture into the dungeon. I will create 2 more treasure tokens. Go to my turn. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. Trying to make the board manageable. Oh wait, I have to do the fucking puzzle box first, so let me do 5. Five for 5. And then my normal draw. Oh, found the same guy I had earlier in the game. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna go to combat. I will swing Doom Whisperer and Angel of the Ruins. I'll swing Doom Whisperer at Liliana, the one that has 7 loyalty. And then I'll swing Angel of the Ruins, Triumphant Adventurer, Radiant Solar, and Sun Titan over at Snail on Speed.
Alright. Does Sun Titan have trample?
No, just a 6/6 Vigilance.
Alright. I'm going to chump the Sun Titan with my Spring Bloom Druid, and I'll just take the rest.
I'll get a trigger here first.
Yeah, do your attack triggers first.
I will get... Champion of Wits. So I draw cards equal to its power, and then I discard 2 cards. So currently it's just at 2. Draw 2. I will discard Curator of Mysteries and a Choked Estuary. So I'm going to venture into the dungeon. I'm going to have each opponent lose 2 life, and I'll gain a life.
So everyone mills
Gain,
2.
yeah.
Everyone mills 2.
Arcane Signet and Elvish Warmaster.
Yep. Okay, so for the rest of combat, I have a 3/6 flying lifelink, a 5/7 flyer, and a 1/1 first strike death touch, swinging at you snail on speed.
Yeah, I'm blocking the sun, chumping the Sun Titan with Spring Bloom. And how much is that?
The rest is going to be 9.
Alright, I take 9.
Off the attack trigger for Triumphant Adventurer, I will also venture into the dungeon. I'm going to be completing a dungeon anyway. This isn't going to affect combat.
Yeah. Spring Bloom dies. Non-token elf enters the battle or enters the graveyard from the battlefield. So I get an elf warrior, and then I mill 9.
Yep.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is Forest, Izuri, Golgari, Daiwan, Null Mage, Swamp, Marwyn, Ivy Lane Denizen. And Ivy Lane Denizen hurts a little.
Alright, I'll get back Curator of Mysteries. So whenever I cycle or discard another card, I scry 1. I will also venture into the dungeon off of Radiant Solar. So I'll go back into Phandelver again and scry 1 twice. Put that on the bottom. Scry 1 again. Put that on the bottom. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to, for 3 mana, play Buried Alive. So I'll search for 3 creatures and put them into my graveyard. That's okay?
No responses.
Okay. I'm getting Sir Conrad the Grim. Karmic Guide.
Karmic Guide's pretty dangerous.
Yeah. Let's see. I guess Shouldered will be the 3rd. So those are all going in my graveyard.
If anyone wanted to kill Sephiroth, now would be the time.
We'll see.
Okay. Then I will go ahead and play. I'm going to reanimate. Bringing back Karmic Guide. So I lose a life. I lose 5 life off of that.
Go ahead and mill 5.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I will venture into the dungeon first off of Karmic Guide, entering in Radiant Solar. I will create 2 more treasure tokens. See if I even have them. There's 1. And there's 2 more. And then I'll use Karmic Guide entering the battlefield to bring back Sir Conrad the Grim. And that's going to allow me to venture into the dungeon again. So each opponent lose a life, and I'll gain a life twice. So 2 life again.
Everyone mills 2 as well. Voice of Many and Elvish Promenade.
And we'll take 2.
Yeah.
Alright. And then for 3 mana, I'm going to play Asrarak, the Archlick. And I have 2 triggers to venture into the dungeon. He's going to enter and bounce himself back. And then after I venture into the dungeon with Radiant Solar 2. So first one, I'm going to complete this. I'm going to draw 2 cards. And then I'm bringing back another creature. I'll bring back Shouldered. So each opponent, you take a damage off of Sir Conrad for that.
And mill 1.
Yep.
And I'll have another venture into the dungeon trigger off of Shouldered entering. So I'll do that one. I'll scry 1 twice. Put both of them on the bottom.
kind of nutty.
It is. And then I'll do Srerak for the last venture into the dungeon. So I will create 2 more treasure tokens. So I have 6 here, I'll have 8. And, yep, I think, yeah, he bounces back to my hand. And then I will go ahead and for 3 mana, go ahead and replay him. So I'll venture into the dungeon off of Radiant Solar. Each opponent loses 1 life. I gain a life twice again, so 2 more.
Mill 2, Ruthless Winnower, and a Forest.
Nice, Winnower. That's a good card to mill.
And then I will venture into the dungeon for the Rarerak's ability. Well, actually, I have to, bring back a creature first. It's going to be Viscera Seer. So I'll venture into the dungeon off of that first. Draw 2 more cards. Oh, wait, did I just mess that up? No, I don't think I draw 2 cards. I don't do that. That's my bad. I complete that after bouncing him back to my hand. So then I draw 2 cards. And then I bring back Viscera Seer after that for resolving the dungeon. And then I do the dungeon again, scry 1 twice. And for bringing this back, each opponent, you're going to take a damage.
And mill a card. Forest.
Okay, so then I'm going to pay 3, sacrifice 3 of the treasures, go down to 5. I'm going to replay a Srerak, which is going to let me venture into the dungeon off of Radiant Solar. So I'm going to create 2 more treasure tokens.
So you're just gonna do that 7 more times?
Probably.
All right. Are we willing to speed it up and just speed run this?
I mean, it's not a guarantee, but I probably can win off of this because I do have Sir Conrad, and if I just keep doing this enough, I can just keep dealing more damage and sack my whole board.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me.
And there's also Shouldered Out too, so that's just going to keep happening. And I do have a sack outlet, so I can just keep sacrificing Karmic Guide and completing the dungeon that way. So I don't know if you guys want to play it out or not.
Not really. I think I'm fine with you just winning now. You say you've got ways to win the game. I'm fine with taking your word on that, if everyone else is fine with that.
Yeah, the only thing I would do right now is play Nekuzar, Envelope Chief Ascension, make you'll take 2 damage for every card that you draw.
But can't do that until your turn. I've got nothing to stop what you're doing, and you're either winning on this turn or the next one.
There's no stopping that.
Yeah, I'm drawing 2 cards each time I complete a dungeon too, because I have Hama Pashar out.
Yeah.
Now, question: Are you casting spells?
I am casting spells.
Okay. Well then, what are you casting?
We're back in.
What I cast is a Srerak. That's what I cast.
Okay, then how about this? While you're doing your stuff, I'm going to go and use my Baleful Mastery, and I'll exile. What are you doing this with?
A variety of things. Radiant Solar is the one where I get to venture into the dungeon off that creature entering.
How about we exile it?
Alright, in response, I'm going to sacrifice it to Viscera Seer.
And then he'll just bring it back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because then he bounces back, I get to replay him, I get to complete this dungeon, and then I trigger Sephiroth and bring back Radiant Solar.
So instead of playing that then, would it be better to play counter?
Yes.
Okay. Well, if I would have done that beforehand, that'd be okay. But since I played Baleful Mastery,
Yeah.
not really an option now. So.
Oh, that counters non-creatures too, so that wouldn't even work.
Oh wait, is that a negate?
Yeah, I just realized that. Yeah, that's
counter target non-creature.
Oh yeah,
so
that wouldn't have done anything then.
Yeah, the other guy left anyway.
Yeah. I had a board clear coming up. Oh well.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have had enough mana for it.
All right.
And
Well,
you would have got me before then.
thank you guys for being good sports about it. This is just
Yeah,
for the
it's
YouTube
just-
channel stream, so
That's just insane.
yeah. Sephiroth is a pretty cool commander, so I'm probably gonna wrap it up here. This is the only game I really wanted to play.
Okay.
All right. So thank you guys for
Sure,
showing up. That's
Yeah,
gonna
good
do
shit.
it for today.
All right.
Goodbye, stream.
All right, so that was pretty wild. That's why I love Sephiroth. And it sucks to have turns like that where they're so complicated. You just spend like 10 minutes trying to find a way to win quickly. But I mean, at that point, they already knew it was getting close. You know what I mean? It was getting close. They were either going to hang on by a thread or they were just going to lose right then and there. And once I got to the point where I had Radiant Solar out and I could just keep recasting a Srerak, I get to venture into the dungeon triggers that way. And I'm not entering the dungeon, what is it called? The Annihilation one, where it keeps this Srerak out there. So that was it was pretty enjoyable. I think that's the first time I ever really went off like that with this deck. Very fun. I think a lot of people were sleeping on this compared to Prosper Tomebound, and I can understand, because Prosper is also very fun. A little bit more straightforward as an ability. I think this one's a bit more interesting because it's nothing that we've really done before. I mean, we've had treasure token strategies before, but this just, I mean, this takes it to a whole nother level of unpredictability. That's even a word. But we have Hama Pashar, Ruin Seeker. That's the one that gave me double room abilities. So if I completed a dungeon, I get the final room called Temple of Dumathoin. That lets me draw a card. So I draw 2 cards, and I just kept doing that. I didn't want to say I absolutely won it for certain, but it pretty much felt like, yeah, once I kept drawing into more cards, I could just keep drawing into reanimation. Really didn't matter at what point, okay, you might remove one of my creatures. It could be Sephiroth. Sephiroth might be the best bet for you, but I still had plenty of treasures to recast her, or I could just let her hit the graveyard and bring her back anyway. Because I had, what was it called? Trying to find it. I keep forgetting this card's name. It's not Reanimate. Anyway. It's pretty easy to just bring back creatures. I'm trying to remember this card's name. Victimize, there it is. Because I had Victimize in my hand, and that's even deadlier because you can bring back 2 creatures. So very big contrast from last week when I was like the first one out with Prosper Tomebound. Then again, I guess we're not really, the other decks didn't really have a chance to showcase what they could do this week. So it was a relatively quick stream. I think I'll just spend the rest of it talking. Yeah, I like doing this. I like doing... I'll try to do it with people I know. Last week was fun because you could clearly tell the people who were there. Those guys, they knew me. And they were joining that stream. I guess it might be like a Friday night thing. More people are down to play Magic on the weekend. Like the actual weekend days, not Friday. So I definitely want to get people I know. And that's something I've wanted to do for a long time. And I've had some friends lined up that I know personally where we have chemistry and we talk. Not to say those guys, you know, didn't know how to hold a conversation or anything, because, you know, we're strangers. We don't know who each other is. But when they don't know who I am, they don't know my channel, that could be kind of awkward. Because then I'm talking to you guys, I'm bringing up the chat. So if I get people who actually know what I'm doing or what I'm about, it's a little bit, there's more of a chemistry there. So thank you all for stopping by. Had a lot of fun here. Only an hour and 14 minutes. Wow. Yeah, last week's was almost 2 hours. So anyway, I will see you guys next time. Maybe next week we'll do this again. Might have people here who know me.